Mr. Crockett, I don't know if you know who Miss Field is.
He's one of the squatters in the unit, Your Honor.
Squatter, that's not a very kind term. That sounds like
No, but
something.
Afternoon,
Okay.
Honor.
that actually
And it looks like we have somebody sitting in the dark. I don't know who that is.
Ali Damsas. Good afternoon, Honor.
What's your name, ma'am?
Ali
Bobby
Damsas.
Field.
I'm sorry, what's your name?
Bobby Field.
Miss Field? Okay.
Yes.
Mr. Crockett, I don't know if you know who Miss Field is.
he's one of the squatters in the unit, Your Honor.
Squatter, that's not a very kind term. That sounds
No,
like
but
something.
that actually describes the situation. Initially, my client moved to remove his tenant Dustin Uri, but he didn't put down and other occupants. So Dustin Uri is currently in jail, isn't he?
Right.
Yeah. So we then found that there were other occupants in there, ones that had not been were not tenants of my client. So no rent's been paid, and Winslow seeks possession of this unit.
Ma'am,
Yes.
he's saying that you have no right to be there and that you haven't even paid rent to try and stay there.
Well, I pay rent to who I'm told who owns the trailer, which is Hayden Allen Jr. And I've been paying rent to him as a roommate.
I don't know who Hayden Allen Jr. is.
He's right here with me. He's right here with me.
It doesn't mean that he has any claim to be there legally.
Well, he's worked for the park for several years as paying off this trailer, and he has sufficiently paid off the trailer.
Mr. Crockett, you're an officer of the court. What is going on?
Well, my client is shaking his head, and he says that no, that's not true. And he's the guy who owns and manages the trailer park.
Who is Hayden Allen then?
Could I tell?
Yes.
Honor, Hayden Allen was in the park for a couple of years, and about a year ago, he went to jail. And after he got out of the jail, we never saw him. He's never been in the park. And all of a sudden, last month, he showed up. And for last 9 months, 10 months, we never seen him. And he used to actually live in unit 23, not unit 38. He used to live before he goes to jail. He used to live in unit 23, but after he got evicted and went to jail, we took back that unit, and we were in the court against Dustin Uri at that time, and there was no problem with Mr. Allen. We never saw him, and we had nothing to do with him. We had no case against him. And all of a sudden, just last 2 months, when we came to court last time, Miss Filch, she made that claim, that story, which absolutely has no merit. And we have no contract, we have no obligation, we have nothing to. And beside the money that we did pay for last 14 months from these units, and we also pay their electric bill every single month. They did not pay Consumer Energy for their gas even, and Consumer Energy about a year ago cut off their gas, so they heating the place with electric heater, which is not fair to themselves and not safe to us, and the whole thing is all a mess. And plus, she has last 2 months, she has too much traffic, too many people come middle of the night, and we have people in the park, they complaining that they see strange traffics, that they come different time of night, they come and go. We don't know what it is. We don't know what those people are doing. So, and unfortunately, we are in the middle of this crisis with these people. And I'm sorry, John.
Hold on for just a second. Miss, tell me your name again. I forgot what your name was.
My name is Bobby Field.
Bobby, B-O-B-I-E?
Why?
Fieldy.
Mhm.
Field?
Yes,
Okay, Ms. Field, you have some receipts or something to show that
I
you
do.
made the pay?
Yes, I do. I actually would like to explain a little bit more than Mrs.
No,
Miss.
just show me the receipts.
Well, trying to get my notebook out. I have them like every month on my thing. I have it written down like I paid 200. What happened was,
I need to see if where some money has been accepted by the landlord to show that you actually have the right to stay there.
right. So every month on my calendar, I write down that I paid 200 to Helen Hayden Allen Jr. I've been doing this since June 24th. And so that's, it's kind of scribbled. I don't know if you'll be able to see it real well.
So remember what the lawyer just explained to me.
Right, but
Is that
there's more to it than you want to
can you
say.
stop talking,
Right.
please?
Yes, sir.
So stop talking. Remember what the lawyer explained to me is that Hayden Allen Jr. does not work for him. So you can pay him thousands of dollars. If he doesn't work for the landlord, it doesn't matter.
Yes, sir, but he's not being truthful.
He's not authorized to accept payments on behalf of the landlord.
But he's not being truthful.
Who's not being truthful?
Ali, I can't pronounce his last name. I'm sorry. We just call him Ali.
Okay.
Could I make?
No.
So you got records that Ali accepted your payments. You said it was Hayden Allen.
No. So what happened was he hired my ex-boyfriend to work in the park, and him and Mike Duffy did at the time. Mike Duffy is one of the owners, and we moved in with Hayden Allen Jr. And then when Hayden moved out, my boyfriend had an agreement that as long as he was working for the park, he would give a discount on his work, and then they would pay the rent or anything that was due on the trailer, electricity, gas, everything. Now my boyfriend just
stop talking. You see my hand up like that? That means stop talking so I can ask you a question. Okay?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
What's your boyfriend's name?
Dustin Yuri.
Okay, go ahead.
So I'm sorry, I can't see you. I don't know why, but I can't see you, so I apologize. So Hayden wanted his own trailer. So he moved out to another trailer, and this continued as long as Dustin was working for the park. We didn't have to pay anything, right? Well, Dustin got picked up June 24th and has been in jail since then. As soon as Hayden found out that, he moved back into the trailer and took possession of the trailer because he worked off this trailer and owns it, he says. So I have been paying $200 a month to Hayden Allen Jr. because he's been working for the park since before my boyfriend was even hired in. This has been 3 years now. I've been in this park. Hayden has been here for over 3 years. My boyfriend's been working for the park. I don't understand that. He says I owe for an electric bill, but we got proof the electric bill's been coming in Hayden Allen Jr.'s name. And so I don't understand why he feels it. I guess I get company all day long. I got people checking up on me. I'm going through a very difficult time in my life. So I have a lot of friends that come over and check up on me and make sure I'm okay and things like that. But there's nobody doing anything illegal or disrupting the neighbors or anything like that.
Okay. Mr. Crockett, if you'd like to address that.
Ali, have the police been called?
Honor, we called the police, Meridian Police, and Miss Field, she was communicating with me about 4 months ago when the first time you had a ruling that Dusty Uran did not show up in the court because he was arrested. And when we had that ruling against him to be evicted, and I communicated with Miss Field at that time over the money, that how much money that she wants for helping her to get a truck to move out, and she was communicating with me. And then I went to her to sign a paper so I could give it to the attorney to put it in conditional dismissal. So she did not show up, and I went to her door. I went to the door. I drove all the way from Ann Arbor to Okemos simply because she told me come here, and I signed that form. We had a form from the court that I wanted her to sign it so I could give it to the lawyer to submit it to the court. So, and she did not open the door. So we've been through this several times. It was just last time we were here a couple of weeks ago in the court. I was telling her that, okay, I'm still willing to pay you $150 to help you with a truck to move your stuff. There was no Mr. Hayden Allen or Junior. There was nobody at that time. All of a sudden, just last 2-3 weeks, Mr. Allen showed up that I know for a fact that he was staying with somebody else near St. John, Michigan. And then all of a sudden he showed up with a tractor trailer or something, tow it with somebody else's truck. So we called the Meridian Police because that's against the rules of the park and against the township ordinance. So we've been through this with this lady for last 6-7 months since we had the judgment against Dusty. So she's absolutely since the beginning of 2022, we have not seen Dusty, did not work with us. Dusty was working with somebody else in Mason, Michigan, that he got arrested there. And we have not seen Dusty. We have not done one time work with us. And Mr. Hayden Allen, he was gone also. He was in jail beginning of this year, and I don't know when was he released from jail. And when he got released, he never came to this park. He went to somebody else in St. John, Michigan. And just last 2-3 weeks, he showed up with that tractor trailer.
Excuse me a second.
Yeah.
Was there a deal with either Dustin Ury or Hayden Allen Jr. that they could work and then they could get this trailer?
No, absolutely not.
Okay, thank you.
All right, I'm going to rule in favor of the landlord and say that the landlord is entitled to possession. And I don't know if there is some sort of monetary amount that you're looking for at this point to allow her to stay, or you just want to put possession and you just want these people out for the property.
Just want them out, right?
Yeah, I want them.
We just want them out, Your Honor.
All right. Then a judgment of possession is granted. Mr. Crocodile will expect to receive that order from you, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Field, they're going to be allowed to be able to get a judgment of possession, which will also give them an opportunity to get a writ so that the place can be cleared out by the police.
And Hayden Allen Jr.
And
So can I say something?
Gibbons.
Sure you can.
there are other people.
Hayden Allen Jr. has a difficulty reading and writing. We are trying to get him a lawyer to go after us for all the things that he has done with writing documents and then things like that. I don't know what to do. I mean, Hayden and I both don't have anywhere to go at this point. I've called the Abbott house. Unfortunately, my phone broke this last week and I just got a phone yesterday. You know, I mean, I don't understand why this is being so difficult for me. You know, I haven't given anybody a hard time here at all. And I can't find a place in 10 days.
So, Your Honor, the judgment would be against Bobby, that's Bobby Field.
My understanding.
Hayden Allen Jr., Dustin Ury, and any other occupants.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Is that correct, Your Honor?
I'm not practicing law. Don't give advice.
Of course. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, folks. I appreciate your time.
Thanks.
Someone